So I just want to talk quickly about something that it's just important to look out for when it comes to dating women. And basically, this is like going about it half-heartedly in a kind of half in, half out kind of way. There are some things in life where you can sort of be half-hearted in it. If you've got sort of passions that you're interested, often they start off as kind of a small thing. They don't take up all of your time, but they grow into become something that you spend all your time doing. But I think dating really you have to be all in if you really want to get anything out of it. The activation energy is like 100 degrees Celsius for dating. You have to sort of put your sort of heart on the line with it. If you want to grow from it, or if you want to find a partner, you've got to be all in on it. What do I mean by this? Well, for so long, I look back at it now and it really makes sense. Like, I just wasn't all in on dating, and I wasn't prepared to take risks. Ultimately, I think what all problems in dating boil down to is just the fear of rejection. And it's very weird because I thought who cares if some girl rejects me, whatever. On the surface you can rationalize about it, but deep down, like, everyone has like this just really profound fear of rejection. And if you get rejected from a girl, and you really mean it, like you really like her and you're for real, it is horrible. It's the worst feeling ever. It just so happens that is the feeling of pain that you need to make a difference in your life, to transform it. And I just, with dating recently, like, I used to play this game where I sort of didn't want to let off too much. Like, I'd be very tactical about how I text them. I wouldn't reply too quickly. I wouldn't always be the one to text first. I'd play it a bit cool. And in a sense, this is actually, this can be good. It can be attractive, whatever. But the trouble is, you're not putting yourself on the line when you sort of text in this kind of distant sort of way of like basically not wanting to get your heart broken, not wanting to get rejected. When you text like that, you don't really get anything from it. And just more recently, like, I'm very blunt about my intentions, and I want to give them the opportunity to break my heart, basically. And if I've gone on a date with a girl, like, straight away, I just think, like, just be upfront about it. Like, if you've enjoyed a date with a girl, like, if it was in the daytime, that evening or the day after, but the very most day after, I'll just send them a text and be like, let's do this again. I'd like to see you again. And I just think that's just transformed my dating life, because now it's just so black and white. I've given them a very clear opportunity to reject me, basically. And or say, yeah, it was lovely, let's do it again. And if they reject me, like, it will hurt so much. It will hurt so much more than if I just kind of don't be upfront about it. I just kind of am a bit more chill, a bit more distant, a bit more casual. But ultimately, I won't learn anything from it. And like, if you're struggling with your dating life, like, it might sound weird saying this, but I think in some profound sense, like, you are just scared of rejection in some way. And it may not feel like it. There might feel like there are all sorts of reasons why you're not in the dating life that you want. But what it probably boils down to is you just, in some sense, you're not truly living like in the most present way and opening yourself up to women in the most, exposing yourself as the most vulnerable form of yourself that you can. You're probably trying to play it a bit too cool, and that is not good, because you know, ultimately women are just gonna, you're not serious, you know, you're not acting serious. Why should you get a relationship, be in a relationship with someone if you're not prepared to put yourself on the line? You know, if you're not prepared to say, look, like, I like you, you know, I want to, like, I'm not interested in, like, this, I remember when I was younger, and I had this, there was this girl that I was kind of seeing, but we were just basically friends, like, we had a bit of a thing, and then we were just kind of friends for a while, and, you know, I look back on this time in my life, and I just, honestly, it was like probably one of the worst times of my life, that period, where I was like, I was kind of friends with this girl and it wasn't really going anywhere, but, you know, she clearly likes me a bit, and, you know, there was always the sense that something might happen, might happen, you know. But I wish, like, someone had told me, just grow the fuck up, you know. She either is down or she's not, you know. And I wish I just said to her, like, look, I like you. I want us to be together, and if not, then I don't really want anything to do with you. Like, we're cool, but I don't. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to be friends with you. You know, I want to be together with you. I want us to be together. That's what I'm interested in, really. You know, and I just, yeah, it's so weird because there are so many complicated things that sort of pile up on top that you need to dissect, and you know, you should journal and whatever, but fundamentally what it boils down to is just like a lack of willingness to just expose yourself, you know. You know, with that girl, I was, in the past, I was scared of just getting that answer, you know. And like eventually I did, you know, sort of get an answer and I left, but I should have done it so much sooner, you know, and I'd have had a lot more respect for myself if I had, and I would have saved a lot of time and maybe had a lot of other experiences that I didn't otherwise. So I hope that this maybe makes sense to you, and you can see where I'm coming from. But yeah, that's all it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Click top link in the description. But otherwise, see you in the next one.